Hi everyone, welcome to our project, an open source programming language for statistical computing. In this video, I'm thrilled to talk about the R project, an open source programming language that has transformed the landscape of statistical computing and data analysis. My name is Ozlem Tuncel, and I am a lecturer and data services specialist from Georgia State University's Research Data Services Department. I support Georgia State University faculty and students with their quantitative and qualitative research and their data needs. On a daily basis, I work with R and RStudio, Python, LaTeX, and other software. Today, I'm going to talk about R. As educators and researchers, we constantly seek tools that enhance learning and accessibility. Open source software like R and RStudio does just that by leveling the playing field and making advanced statistical tools available to everyone, regardless of their background or their resources. So, what exactly is R? R is a free and open source programming language designed primarily for statistical analysis, data visualization, machine learning, and your projects with big data. It was created in the early 1990s by Ross Ihaka and Robert Gentleman, and you can see them here, at the University of Auckland. And since then, R has grown into one of the most powerful tools in data science. One of the greatest strengths of R is its flexibility. When you're conducting simple data analysis, or you might be developing a complex machine learning models, R has something for everyone. Plus, its active open source community continually develops packages that extend the program's capabilities. For example, I want to talk about few packages that are so popular that most people use R just for these packages. Packages like ggplot2 is great for data visualization needs, or dplyr for data manipulation. These are just few examples that are indispensable in academia and industry alike. You might be also wondering why is R's open source nature is important for student success. And I think there are several key reasons behind this. First, I want to talk about accessibility. R is free. Unlike expensive proprietary software, R removes financial barriers, allowing students from all backgrounds to access powerful statistical tools. This democratizes data science, giving every student an equal opportunity to learn and grow. Second, community support. I cannot emphasize enough how our community is incredibly active and supportive. Everyone can access countless online tutorials, videos, free books, forums, and other resources. This sort of active and supportive community fosters a culture of collaboration and continuous learning. Finally, I have to talk about customization aspect of it as well. Especially if you're interested in more advanced features, you have to know that R is highly extensible. Students and researchers can create their own packages or modify existing ones to suit their needs. This not only enhances learning, but also encourages innovation as well. R's potential benefits are not just theoretical. applications of R in education and research shows that it has real-world applications that make a difference in education and research and even in our lives as well. In my own teaching and research at Georgia State University, I have seen firsthand how R empowers students. For instance, students that I interacted over the years use R to clean visualize large data sets, perform statistical tests, and build predictive models for their class projects or for their individual projects. These projects that once seemed daunting become manageable, and students gain practical, hands-on experience that help them beyond the classroom. R is widely used in research and industry, and beyond the classroom, it has a large community. For example, social scientists use R to analyze survey data. Economists rely on it for forecasting. Popular packages like Shiny, in which you can see the example here, allow students to build interactive web applications, taking their projects to the next level and showcasing their analytical and programming skills. Of course, learning R comes with challenges. I have been using R more than 7 years now, and every day it is quite natural for me to encounter a warning or an error message that I never seen before. For many students, there is a steep learning curve, especially if they are new to programming. Learning a programming language is like learning a new language, but these challenges are entirely manageable. There are excellent resources available out there, from free tutorials on platforms like RStudio Cloud to community forums like Stack Overflow, which will basically have answer to every question that you have. Additionally, encouraging collaborative learning through group projects or weekly data projects like Tidy Tuesday, which is available at GitHub, can make a big difference. As educators, we play a crucial role in guiding students through this journey, showing them that skills that they can gain from learning R will serve them well beyond the classroom. Looking ahead, the future of R and other open source tools in general is incredibly promising. As data becomes increasingly central to every field, with the rise of artificial intelligence, proficiency in R will become an essential skill for students. We are already seeing R being adopted in diverse disciplines and jobs, from data scientist positions to business analytics and data visualization experts. And there are more jobs that I didn't list here that rely on R and its tools like Shiny or different packages in their job description. I believe that more institutions will recognize the value of open source tools like R, integrating them into their curricula and research programs. This shift will not only reduce costs, but also foster a more inclusive and innovative learning environment. In conclusion, R is more than just a programming language. It is a powerful, accessible tool that empowers students and educators alike. By embracing R and other open source tools, we can create more equitable learning environment and opportunities. We can also better prepare our students for the future. I encourage each of you to explore R, incorporate it into your teaching or research, and become a part of this incredible open source community. Together, we can unlock new possibilities and drive student success through open source programs like R. That was all from me. I hope you consider R as a useful tool for your research and your teaching. Feel free to contact me at otuncelgürlek1@gsu.edu. Thank you for listening.